I'm loving it.
That's our opening.
Way, woman who be thinking we soft, we don't play. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hold up. Hey, woman who be thinking we soft, we don't play. We gon' rock it till the wheels fall off.
Bonjour, guten Tag, hola, ¿cómo estás? Soy Lago.
Lago. Lago is lit. Okay, guys. Welcome to episode, I don't even know anymore, 16, 15, one of the teens.
No one freaking knows.
Yeah, it's just Beth and I today, for Brooke has abandoned us and received her very first yellow card.
First yellow card ever of Lights Out, Let's
First
Talk.
yellow card ever of Lights Out, Let's Talk for minimal notice before recording. Anyway, guys, we have got
Not a lot.
honestly, with Beth and I, it's just gonna be the most chaotic yapping episode ever, so I apologize in advance. Okay, this week we had Cars on Track.
Cars on track, cars on track, cars on track.
Cars on Track. You stopped before me, and now that was really awkward. Yes, we had pre-season testing, which honestly was
Meant nothing.
boring. It gave us nothing.
Do you know what it did give us? Chaotic red flags.
So many chaotic red flags. Should we get into that first?
What, the red flags? Or pre-season testing as a whole?
We'll get into the red flags first.
Red flags.
Red flags. We had 3, I believe. Yeah? Yeah. We had 3 red flags, and none of them were for a driver.
No, we had no cars break down.
No cars break down, no issues with any of the cars, nobody ended up in a barrier. Our 3 red flags were because numero uno. I can't remember what was the first one.
A power cut.
The power cut! Yes! We had a lights out and away we don't go. Because the whole circuit had a power cut.
I don't think you were watching at that point, because I
was in university. I was watching it in like the back row of the classroom, like not paying attention to class. And I messaged Beth to be like, why is there a red flag? Because I had to watch it with no audio.
Yeah, you didn't have any sound.
Yeah, I didn't have audio, and because it was a live stream, you can't have subtitles. So I was watching it with 0 audio, and then was wondering why there was a red flag. And Beth was like, "Girl,
Red Bull took the whole power. Red Bull took out.
Yeah, so Red Bull took out the power.
I don't actually know if it was Red Bull, but they lost power first.
They lost power first, and they had smoke coming out their garage. So
we'll blame
someone was up to some sus behavior. So yes, the power went out, and then all the garages just went, and then all the lights, and then all the circuit lights went. Now, thankfully, when the power went out, it was still bright outside, so the drivers were able to safely return to their garages, where we then had to wait an hour for the power to come back on.
Someone finally paid the electric bill.
But they did extend the time by an hour. So that was nice of them, because I finished class at 4, and then I was like, right, well, now I have to drive home from university, and then I just had to like play the live stream like through the Bluetooth in my car and just listen to it.
Love that though. Love that behavior.
It was great. Second red flag was for the bus, or was that the third?
That was the third one.
Okay, second, your little man in the box that pushes the start button for the lights. I don't know what the box is called, like the starting box or something.
Yeah, it's like where they wave the checkered flag, isn't it?
Yeah. Man's leaned against one of the glass panels, or at least we think he did. We don't actually know how this happened. But one of the glass panels went right onto the track.
Yeah, not very good.
We had shattered glass everywhere.
Do you know what?
What?
They red flagged that quicker than they did the wing mirror in Qatar. Sorry.
Learned from their mistakes. Broken glass causes punctures.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that happened. Now, there's a couple of like reasons why this could have happened. Either he like leant on it and it fell, or also the heat
Yeah.
could have broken it. But it was only like 15 degrees in Qatar. So I don't know whether the heat would have broken it.
Anything could have happened. Science.
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 And then the third red flag, probably the peculiarest, third most peculiar of them all. There was a bus on track. And no, it wasn't a Williams. It was just a bus.
Someone commented on my TikTok about it. They're like, new Sauber livery reveal. I was like, probably go faster though, be safe for real.
We're both so sick.
Nah, live life. We're gonna make it through because we are committed, you know. We're gonna give our viewers what they want.
Yeah.
Not an illness.
Beth and I are so sick. And Brooks.
Bro, there's flu going around my flat. Bro.
I just got over the flu, so I don't know why I'm sick again, but I'm sick again.
Because everyone's sick at the minute. I don't know why.
The February flu, it's a very real thing, but you guys are just getting it in March.
Just getting it in March. Love.
Yes, we ended up with a bus on track.
Very weird.
Mans was panicking.
Took the wrong road.
Took the wrong turn and ended up on a live Formula One track. Don't really know how that happened. Don't really know how a bus was able to get on track.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was slightly
concerning.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's about all that happened, be so for real.
Yeah, the rest of it really was like just people being confused about things. So we're gonna make this an educational podcast.
Oh, we're educating.
Beth, what the heck is that green stuff they drowned Lando in?
It's the Nickelodeon slime.
That's exactly what it is.
No, guys, it's Floviz, my favorite.
And Beth, what is Floviz?
You put it on parts of the car, and then like, it's like the air. I don't know how to explain it in technical terms, but it shows like how air moves like over parts of the car, and
so when the car goes on the track, when the car goes really fast,
the paint moves.
The paint goes whoa through the car. In non-technical terms, this is Floviz for dummies. They go, the car go, the paint go, and mechanics go, ah.
Do you know what the best comment I saw was I think I sent it to you, so that was like, must be a bad day for McLaren. Imagine her needing that much Floviz because your mechanics don't know what's wrong with the car. And I was like, that's not how it works.
I don't think that was like rage bait though. I think that was just genuinely like people not being educated on what Floviz is. Because if you don't watch testing, you probably don't know what it is. If this is your first year in Formula One, you probably don't know what it is. So it measures, like it shows visually the airflow and how the air is flowing through the car, around the car, etc. Therefore, they could look at it and go, we could go lower downforce, higher downforce, this, that, and the other. And that's how it works. Why they decided to cover the entire car, Lando was suffocating under that sheet.
That bubble wrap, bro.
They covered his wing mirror. Lando was fighting for his life. But yes, that's what Floviz is for. It does not mean that the mechanics don't know anything about the car. They're just testing things. Hence the name, testing. And then also some things I've seen confusion about on social media was where is it? I've lost the note. I saw it there. The
Spider-Man.
People are looking at this big cage thing on the back of the car or behind the tires going, what the heck is that?
Spider-Man?
That is called an aero rake. Aerorake, because I have an accent. Like the chocolate bar, Aero. So what this is those little like metal crisscrosses have lots of little sensors on them. And once again, it sends data back to the team that they can analyze with the speed of the car, how the car's taking corners, accelerating points, decelerating points, everything. It just sends every little sensor and data back to the team so that they can look at it and go, okay, we can adjust here, 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 and here. Everything to make the car go new.
Facts.
I don't really know how else to describe the aero rake, to be honest. Covered in sensors, sends data. That's all you gotta know. I often say it looks a bit like Spider-Man's web fluid. But
Spider-Man.
Maybe that's
Spider-Man.
So yeah, that's realistically there was nothing major that happened. I mean,
Haas lost an engine cover.
Yeah, I do have a note that says the Haas is already falling apart.
Yeah, bro, it's not a good day to be me. I saw that. I was like, what is Ollie's car exploded? What have they done to it?
Yeah, I was wildly confused. We had a little love tap between Oscar Piastri and Nico Hulkenberg as well. And by love tap, I literally mean it was a boop.
Oscar lost the end plate, I think, of the front wing.
And everyone's like, oh my God, contact! And I was like, whoa. It was a love tap. That was all it was. But yeah, really nothing major. One thing I do want to talk about though is the new team radio graphic. I hate it.
Why do I always think no? Because obviously they've got the team radio and the like matching order system, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's always a red flag.
Yes.
Again, like, why is there a red flag now? But it's just because they've highlighted whoever's in P1. Like, you can't already tell who's at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Feels a bit pointless.
It does feel a bit pointless.
Pointless.
Yeah, I don't like the new graphics. Maybe it's just me. I don't do well with change. So every new season, I'm like, huh. But yeah, the new radio graphic alone, I hate. I liked the little thing, but now it's just odd. I don't like it. Yeah. It looks too robotic, like it's too square.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just me. It's like lots of little squares instead of the little lines.
Yeah. No, I
liked the little lines. But oh well. Then we have we have Paul Aaron becoming little Lando Norris and handing out teas and coffees.
Did you see that? He posted that, didn't he? He posted like the comparison.
Yeah, he posted that he learned from the best. I was like,
handing out teas and coffees to everyone. You know, you gotta.
Paul Aaron is my king, and I love him.
Oh, for real.
He even offered Ted one.
He's still waiting for the cookie recipe from Ted, though.
He is.
So Ted, if you're out there, if you're watching this, bro, send it over to Paul Aaron. Send it to me as well. I quite like making cookies.
Give out the cookie recipe. Don't be shy. What else did we have? We had Oliver Oakes, the Alpine team principal, addressing the Jack and Franco rumors on day one.
Finally.
Where he was saying that no, the plan is not to just have Franco step in to Jack's place. He wants Jack to do well, same as all of the team. They want Jack to do well.
Exactly.
And to stop being mean. Give Jack a chance. He hasn't even had a chance, and everyone's like, ah!
Exactly. Let the boy breathe. Let the boy breathe.
I feel like I'm going to have an Ollie Behrman moment.
I have it printed. Talented faces, an endless uphill climb. What is Sabrina Carpenter wearing today? Oh, she has a new outfit, guys. Do some quizzes. What F1? driver am I? Oh my god, I got Lando Norris. F1 racer personality quiz. Oh my god, I got Oscar Piastri this time. Oh, I've got an impression.
I'm back!
Bro, you just missed it. I don't even know what I was talking about.
Girl, this is all going to be cut. I stopped the timer.
No, you should keep some of it in.
I'll keep some of it
I
in.
did some F1 quizzes.
Right.
I'd played some edits, but I don't know if we'll get copyrighted for them, so I only played 2 and then I stopped.
For those who don't know, I'm just going to say it. I don't really care. For those who are watching going, goodness gracious me, why is Lucy sick every other day of the week? I wish I knew. No, I'm not bulimic. No, I don't make myself throw up some gigs. I just have a moment.
Stressed girly.
It's not even stress. It's
Never know.
I've noticed a pattern. Beth, I'll tell you about the pattern later, but I've noticed a pattern.
Oh yes, I can't wait for the pattern.
I think I've told you the pattern, but this is something that's been going on for over a year and is still going undiagnosed. I have been to the doctors numerous times and they keep going, you're fine, it's just your diet. And I'm like, I promise you, it's not.
Yeah, Lucy, so you buy it out, bro. What the hell?
Bro, I did sort my diet out. I sorted my diet out hella. I ate so freaking healthy, I could challenge a Formula One driver for months and it still happened. But do you know what the really funny thing is? I woke up this morning and I turned to my mum and she was like I was saying goodbye whenever I was leaving for uni this morning. And I told my mum and I was like, I'm going to throw up today. And she was like, oh, okay. And then I went to class and I felt completely fine. I had a little dizzy spell in class, but that was probably because the only thing I had in my system was a Red Bull, so that's on me.
That's a good diet then. That's my favorite.
Then I got my lunch. I got like a proper lunch and everything. And then I went to my second class of the day and I felt perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Got back to the car, had my little rant with my friend, and turned to her as she was getting out of my car. Now, this was like, at this point, this was 6 p.m. And I turned to her and I was like, I'm going to be sick. And she was like, no. And I was like, nope.
Later.
But I'm gonna. And here we are. Once again, please bear man with us. Stand strong. Oh, yeah. The 2 pit stops required in Monaco. Because they are now required. Is it that they're now required to use 3 sets of tires? So that means that they now have to do 2 pit stops.
Yeah.
And it's only in Monaco.
Yeah. Because it's so freaking boring. Like they said, like, when they were talking on testing, realistically, if you're like the back team, the smart thing to do is pit on lap 1, pit on lap 2. On lap when you pit your second time, go into hard tires, bro, you're done for the rest of the race.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they do.
We'll see how they do it.
Live and laugh and love then.
I couldn't watch day 3 because my lecturer made me turn it off because he was like, what are you doing? And I was like,
wow.
taking notes. And he was like, no, you're not. And I was like, yes, I am. He was like, turn that off right now. I was like,
as you can see, my notes are really in
what does Lance sick, then okay, sick again mean?
So, right, in the morning, right, Lance Stroll's meant to be in a car.
Right.
Okay. But they're like, nah, Lance is sick. Lance is not going to be here.
Okay.
So Fernando did all his like media duties. Fernando, whatever. Then all of a sudden, Lance Stroll was fine. He got in the car, his session, did 34 laps, and then he went, oh no, he's sick again now. Fernando.
Lance Stroll's turning into me. He had a Behrman moment.
Bro did 34 laps and went, nah, I'm good for the day. But they made like Fernando do all his like media stuff, and everyone like in the commentary they're like, so Lance Stroll is getting out of the car, but Fernando is in the garage in his race suit. Is Fernando going in the car? Yeah, so no one actually knew what was going on, and then they were like, oh no, Lance is apparently too sick again now.
I respect it. Me and Lance Stroll, we get each other.
Maybe you're gonna have to become a Lance Stroll fan now.
Oh, never.
No, because I had to edit when I was putting a clip last week of us laughing at Lance Stroll. It's like,
whoopsies!
you were laughing.
I actually will say I have nothing against Lance Stroll. Okay, I actually have nothing against him. I'm gonna take one of my little rescue remedies because,
Bro's just a silly, goofy guy though, for real.
But I actually think he's really funny. Is he a great driver? No. Is he entertaining? Absolutely. So I have no issues with Lance Stroll. Okay. What else do I have? Why do you just have it written as afternoon bro? These are Beth's notes.
You told me to write these.
I had to text her. I had to like sneak off to the bathroom with my phone and be like, Beth, take notes. My lecture fought me. I actually got in trouble for that. It wasn't fun. Okay. We have lots of little spins, I'm noticing.
Yeah, everyone was spinning around. That's about what that happened.
Spin. We had a Charles spin. We had a Lando spin. We had an Ocon spin. We had a Max spin. We had an Alex lock up. Wow. You spin me right wrong. Okay, what else did we have? Oh, we have Max and his middle finger.
Bro, I hope he gets a fine now.
No, they said there was no further investigation because it happened on track and not in
the media.
And not in the media.
Damn it, Max. You got away with that one. You have to try harder if you want to get that race ban for your baby.
Gotta really put in the work.
You got to do it at least in front of a camera, not just in your car.
So yeah, that was pretty much it, really. There was nothing major. We had Red Bull accusing McLaren of cheating again.
What's new? Let's be so for real.
What's new? Just accept it, guys. You're not number one anymore.
Bro, they're number 4 on like everyone's rankings. Is so.
You know what I was half expecting?
What?
I was ready for like during testing for them to pull into the wrong.
No, Max did.
Did it?
Almost.
Oh,
he went like this, and then he went back out.
I need to find a clip of that because I didn't see that.
I'll try.
We'll try find it later. Don't try find it now.
Damn, I was already gonna find it now, but okay if you say so.
But yeah, I'm half waiting for that to happen, like during a race, where they accidentally like pull into the wrong pit area because they're so used to going to the first one, and now they're going.
Well, it'll only really be Max who does that. So Liam.
No, Liam had a couple months. Oh no, he was an RB.
Yeah, he's going further up, bro. If he goes past his pit box, he's gonna go around again.
That would be so funny. I would actually cackle. It was half waiting for Lando and Oscar to do it as well. Like,
wasn't it that time that Esty Bestie had to do it? Like he didn't miss. I think something happened. Remember when
they weren't ready,
and he had to go back.
Yeah.
Imagine how embarrassing that is. I'd never go into the pits. That'd be it for me.
Just gave themselves a pit lane penalty.
I'd get disqualified because that's so embarrassing.
you get like pit lane drive through as your penalty, but you give it to yourself. You're so embarrassed that you speed out of the pit lane, and then you get a penalty for speeding.
That actually.
And at that point, you just did it. You're like, I give up.
I'll be like, guys, I can't do this. Get me out of the car now, please.
But no, I'm I'm waiting for Lando and Oscar to do it.
Because you can't miss that papaya though.
I get that, but they've also never had to drive into the first one.
I never had to drive that high up. That would have been down the bottom.
Like I'm waiting for like one day it'll just be like
He just runs over half the pit crew because he's missed it.
No.
Wait.
They don't love you like I love you. Wait. They don't love you like I love you.
This is what we care. But we can't be left alone to do anything. This is
we really can't. Brooke keeps us sane. Anyway, day 1, Lando topped the timesheets.
Let's go. We move in silent.
Carlos topped the timesheets in a Williams. Day 3. I have no idea because Beth didn't send me those notes. George topped the timesheets.
Love how it did that.
I'm excited. Do you know what I'm excited for?
George Russell.
Guess what I'm excited for?
Going to bed.
Yes.
Drive to Survive.
Nope.
That's not
I am excited.
I don't know what segue you're trying to make.
What the new F1 intros are going to be. What are the little poses going to be? What are our rookies going to come up with?
Max is going to give the middle finger. Bro's going to...
Well, I don't think he'd actually be allowed to do that. He's like, then.
That's Max's intro.
Are we gonna get the George Russell T-pose?
Probably not.
I feel like he'll add a little flourish. I saw a TikTok of a girl that did like guessing what the F1 driver intros are gonna be, and she did like the T-pose. I need the camera to pan out, my guy. And she did like a little into it. That was like, that's kind of that's kind of spicy. I kind of like that.
I will see soon.
And then she had like the Lando one being like.
Bro's gonna give diva. I can't wait. Bro's.
I feel like Lando never really does a pose. He just sort of does like a.
He's gonna be the second to last one played. He's got to make it memorable, you know.
Odds on someone is gonna make him do this. P1.
No, watching. I love their P1 graphics, you know, on like the screen after they win. And it's like.
It's their.
No, but you know what it doesn't beat F1 kids when Lando wins and he's doing Gangnam stuff.
I'm like, I love F1 kids. I can't lie.
F1 kids, I would watch all day, every day. All day, every day.
It's such a vibe. We love F1 kids in this household.
Remember when we sat and watched F1 kids the other day?
No, we did. We watched like 5 races on F1 kids.
Just because I wanted to see the graphics of all the drivers.
Well, we wanted to watch Monaco to see what they show crashes on F1 kids.
We wanted to see what they said.
And they didn't.
No, they did. They did.
They didn't show like the same.
Oh yeah. It was I swear it was like the woman, the adult took over and the kid was like,
yeah.
Oh no, Sergio Perez.
Sergio Perez. They showed like the initial, they didn't show the actual crash. I think they just showed the aftermath.
That's too traumatizing for kids.
Once they knew everyone was okay, they showed the aftermath of the crash, but the initial crash I don't think was shown. But yeah, I'm excited to see what all their little poses are gonna be. I'm excited.
Supposed to do gritty.
I'm excited to see like everyone's gonna be all serious, and I swear Ollie Behrman's gonna be like.
No, because Ollie's gonna have his stare. He does like the man emoji, you know, like
I don't care.
And he's gonna look like he's held at gunpoint because every single post, every time I see a picture of Ollie, a video of Ollie, bro looks like he's been held at gunpoint.
He is. He doesn't want to be.
And Oscar. Oscar's the same. Oscar looks like he's held at gunpoint. All these videos that he's recording for his Instagram.
To be fair, yeah, there's no Oscar Piastri is being held hostage by his media team. No one can convince me otherwise. Even in that video where he was like the Q&A and someone was like more live streams and he was like, I don't think that's up to me. Mans was looking for help and then someone said blink twice if you need help and he posted a video going,
telling you, bro's got it's Lando actually.
Lando's behind the camera like, do it! I don't want to!
I don't want it, you do it. It's your turn.
I was here for 6 years. Man's is fighting for his life. 6 years? 5 years? 6 years?
2019.
So 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022.
So his seventh
2023.
7th season this year.
4 years. Lucy can't do Maz. But then he was there before 2019 as well. But not as an F1 driver.
That was his 6th season.
Yeah, I know. I was saying that he'd been there for 6 years prior to Oscar, but he hasn't been because I can't do maths.
Is it not 5 years?
4 years. Oscar's just completed his second season. 6 minus 2 is 4. He did 4 years without Oscar. 2 with Carlos.
Yeah, that makes sense now. See, I thought you were just saying how long has he been there before us? Like last year.
But like it would be. Was he not with McLaren for like 2 years before he joined F1? 1 year, 2 years?
I think it was 2018, 2017, yeah.
27. Right, 6 years is actually correct.
Bro's been there too long. He's just ready to.
6 years was actually right.
He's just happy now.
Someone 6 years before Oscar. He has been at McLaren for 8 years, coming into 9.
Aww.
But he has been a Formula One driver.
Right. Okay.
For 6 years, coming into 7.
My brain can't.
Yeah, Lando, why couldn't you have just signed with McLaren in 2019? Way less confusing.
Lando.
God. Okay.
Nice.
Then in Beth's notes, which makes me giggle, it just says DYS. Beth, do tell. What is DYS?
Sometimes, I'm a bit dyslexic, so I was probably typing this at like 1 a.m. I probably was typing this at like 1 a.m. and I saw it on Twitter and I thought, I need to write this. That's the only note I have on Drive to Survive is why is there a whole episode for Monik?
What's it called? Le Curse?
Le Curse of Leclerc?
Le Curse of Leclerc?
Curse of Leclerc?
That's kind of iconic, honestly.
I don't get it though. I don't get it why we have a whole episode for him.
Bro, because it was iconic.
No, it wasn't really though. Like he won, like that's good, but do you need a whole episode? Yeah. Why haven't we got a whole episode for Lewis winning at Silverstone? That race was
Lewis won Silverstone before, just not in a very long time.
Yeah, but I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get why this.
The Monaco curse was broken and the grandstands rose for him.
Yeah, but you could put that in half an episode.
That's valid.
Why is there not a whole episode for Lando winning in Miami? I don't care. It wasn't his home race. Lando no wins was no more. He doesn't have a whole episode.
That's true. We'll probably listen.
Why isn't there a whole episode for Hungary?
To be fair, Monaco was chaotic at the start, so you might find a fair bit of coverage will be the chaos start.
But like, I'm not that bothered. It wasn't really like, it was chaotic, yeah, but it wasn't really like, they didn't even, when Joe crashed at Silverstone, bro went halfway into the barriers, and the only time they spoke about it was in other people's episodes where they're like, here's George running to save him. Here's Lando driving past him. Bro, I don't get it. I
literally came in and sat in the chair and was like, hi.
I don't get it. I don't.
I've got one sentence for like probably one of the most horrific crashes to survive.
Literally. And now Checo gets a whole episode. Checo isn't even there anymore. There's a whole episode for this. Bro, if they spend more than 2 minutes talking about this crash, I'm turning it off. This season's done for me. I don't care.
Are we done?
Do you want to hear something that I read earlier? I didn't send it to you because I wanted to see a live reaction to what Jack did with Carlos Sainz. Do you know what Jack did with Carlos? In one episode, I don't know what episode, I didn't read that far. He refers to Carlos Sainz as the paddock slut. I kid you not. That is written, that is on people who have like seen it, like, like the reporters who like talk about it. They're like, that's why I sent you earlier.
Carlo!
No, because my favorite reply, someone else, I don't know who it was. There was someone else in the freaking report. I didn't read it all. I didn't really care that much. Called Carlos Expensive. It might have been, but censor his name, please. It might have been that man, right? And the reply sort of replied to this thread, and they're like, Jack, don't call him a slut. He's the expensive paddock escort.
Did I just censor the word slut on YouTube?
Taylor Swift has a song about it, so I don't think so.
And it's not listed as explicit.
It's not. It's a describing word. But it was quite funny. I saw it and I was like, nah, ain't no way this is real.
That's wild. We also have now. This is spoilers. Spoilers. No, Beth and I have not watched season 7 of Drive to Survive yet, because guess what? It's not out. We are quite literally filming this 14 hours before it gets published.
Now we're so cooked, chat with.
So cooked. I'm gonna be up to like 3
I
a.m.
need to start referring to people as chat. Bro, I'll come back.
Chat.
I have videos of me recording, just talking to my camera going, chat, am I cooked?
You've been watching Lando streams too much.
I'm not
You
talking
watch
to everyone.
Trail way too much.
No, it's like, and I talk to people.
Oh! Why is this not on the podcast notes? We'll get into that in a minute.
Because it only happened yesterday.
It only happened yesterday. I will add it right now. Right. Anyway, Beth and I have not watched season 7 of Drive to Survive because it is not yet out. There are reporters who get early access to it, and then they report on it.
Yep.
And basically, there is a website. I don't actually know what it is.
I think it's GP blog.
Something.
They're Lando haters. Just they're Lando haters.
They're Lando haters.
Yeah, I just wanted to add that fact.
And yeah, right. Anyway, they release a list of like the episode title names and like a summary of what happens in each episode. Obviously, it doesn't tell you every last detail that happens. They're not allowed to do that, but it gives you like a pretty decent idea. I am most looking forward and terrified of episode 7. Episode 7 will be about the Singapore Grand Prix, which means not only do we have to witness the departure of Danny Rick, we also apparently, there is a moment within
said episode
where they recorded George Russell having a panic attack. Whether this is true or not, we will find out on Friday. If it is true, I'm going to kick up a riot.
This is another thing Twitter has actually come to agree with together.
Yeah, because
it's disgusting.
As someone who has anxiety, and I have had way too many panic attacks than I would care to admit, it's embarrassing. You have that moment, like if I'm home alone and I'm having a panic attack, I don't care. Once I've calmed down, I'm just like, lol. If I'm in public and I have a panic attack and everyone starts going like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, literally, off. Leave me alone. No one come near me. Don't even look at me. Go away. I know that is a very private and a very personal thing. Not to mention, Formula One driver, famous person or not, George Russell is a human being who was not only having a panic attack, but also struggling from heat stroke. He was having a panic attack because of that.
Was that the weekend that him and Lewis didn't have to do media because they were literally passing out?
Yeah. And apparently this has been recorded and it's put into Drive to Survive to show the vulnerability of drivers. No.
Do you know what? I fear that's going to ruin that episode so much. Obviously, it's always going to have a sad ending because of the whole Danny Rick thing. But the start of that episode says that it's like George, Alex, Charles, Lando, and Pierre filming on their phones, having a laugh and a giggle with each other. So why have you put that in? Like that just
yeah, it's meant to be like those 5 have like a little like vlog camera and they're going about videoing each other. I know there's some sort of clip about Lando talking about
the ice bath,
talking about his
male parts,
his male genitalia shrinking in size when he gets into an ice bath. Also, George Russell taking the piss out of Lando
fly with Max
commercial. Like, Lando and fly commercial.
I swear there's like a picture. It's like George and Alex are on like their normal plane. They are sat in like first class, so they are being bougie. And then they're taking the out of Lando because he's flying with Max.
Yeah.
Guys, look, Max and Lando don't hate each other.
What do you mean? They literally got into a bar fight.
Oh, yeah. I forgot Lando started it. Damn, I forgot the local
Lando started it. I love them.
She's so live, laugh, love, Max and Lando.
Yeah, see, like that seems so exciting and so much to look forward to. I don't want to watch George Russell have a panic attack. That is a very vulnerable and private moment, and to broadcast that out to the world, wild behavior. And if I find out that that's true on Friday, I'm going to be really, really upset.
Bro, you know you're going to find out that that's true.
Because it's just like, it's also like, I don't know, I don't know the words, but like, obviously we know, yes, drivers are going to struggle with mental health. We all know that Lando suffers with anxiety. That's fine. I'm aware that Lando suffers with anxiety. As a person with anxiety, that makes me feel seen and heard, that I can watch it and go, look at what he's doing. He didn't let his anxiety stop him. That's great. I don't need to see that man have a panic attack. I don't need to see George Russell have a panic attack. I don't need to see any of the drivers have a panic attack, because that is a private and vulnerable moment.
Exactly.
That does not need to be broadcasted to the world. And I would be very annoyed if Netflix have taken that private and vulnerable moment and decided to profit off it. That's not okay.
Fact.
Do not agree. So, Drive to Survive, Netflix, watch your back. Because if I actually see that, boycott. Complete and utter boycott. I watch Drive to Survive because I like to relive little moments of the season, because there are always moments that I'll look at and go like, oh my god, I completely forgot that happened. Because so much drama goes on throughout the year, you genuinely forget that things happen. And that's why I like to rewatch Drive to Survive. It's not for information, it's for entertainment purposes only. That is the only reason I watch it. If they are trying to take entertainment and have decided, let's take personal moments,
there's a line.
Wrong. There's a difference that if that had have happened on live TV, where it was already broadcasted to the world, that's a completely different story. Because it's already been broadcast to the world. We already know it happened. This is something that nobody has known that has happened. It is private and personal to George, and you've decided to show it to the world when it didn't need to be shown to the world. Angry. Anyway, the end.
Moving on.
Episode 7 is meant to be fun. That is why I'm looking forward to episode 7. Not for that, not for the Danny Rick departure, but for the vlogs. I cannot wait to watch the vlog. We have the Twitch quartet plus Pierre.
Yeah, they had to give Charles his bestie.
They had to give Charles his bestie. They said, come on, Pierre, we'll adopt you for the day. Let's go. Yes. So I have seen the rundown of all the episodes.
Episode 6 scares me.
There seems to be a lot that's going on, but we won't go into detail because technically we don't know how true these statements are. These are all just rumors.
Just expect a lot of McLaren, a lot of Ferrari.
Yeah, there's a lot of McLaren episodes. Normally we do like one episode per team, but they don't seem to be doing that this year.
Well, no, last year they kind of did like half episodes for some teams, like.
Yeah, but there was still very much a team focus. This doesn't seem as.
This year, it seems like they've gone a bit more to how it used to be,
which I enjoy. I like that.
Yeah, I didn't finish last season because it was so I couldn't keep up with how out of order things were.
Yeah, the only it took me about a month to get through season 6 of Drive to Survive because it was so boring. Because you were flashing from like Bahrain back to Monza, and then you were off to somewhere else in the world, and I was like,
yeah,
this is not the race schedule. Very confusing. Like, you were literally. Also, I don't know if it's just my Netflix that does this. Every time I try to watch Drive to Survive, it starts from like the last episode.
I don't know.
My Netflix might just be broken, but like, first time I watched Drive to Survive was whenever season 6 dropped, because I'd never watched it, and everyone was like, "You watch it, it's so good," and I was like, right, okay. So I went all the way back to season 1, and I clicked play, and Money Talks started playing, which is like the first episode of season 6. But I clicked play from season 1, and I was like, odd. And then I watched the first episode of season 1, and then it auto played the next episode, and it was showing me Abu Dhabi, and I was like, what? And then I clicked pause, and it came up season 1, episode 10. I was like,
yeah, Netflix does the same
hello?
thing.
So odd. Okay, next up on our list, we will be fully debriefing everything that happened in Drive to Survive in next week's podcast. Because it comes out this Friday, and I will not be leaving my bed, besides for my shift at work that I couldn't book off.
I'm watching the first 2 episodes in the cinema downstairs.
Oh, fancy.
I'm going at 2 now, so it means I can watch them in order because I won't get out of bed till like 12. Wake up till like that.
I will be waking up at like 7 a.m. and I will sit and watch as many episodes as I can before I have to go to work.
No, I'll just wait. If I wake up early, maybe I'll start episode 3.
I'll be lying like a sloth in my bed, but I'll still watch it.
I can't wait to sit in the cinema room and watch Christian Horner's. Oh my god! You know we were talking about this the other day. I also didn't tell you because I only just saw it. You know the report that I sent you about the Lando George episode, the one that I sent earlier that had the funny Lando.
Yeah.
That same article has a section in it that says the Christian Horner thing is like they actually like
fully go into it.
Yeah, but did you see the new thing about it? Because you were like, oh, like no one talks about, like media doesn't talk about it anymore.
I assumed they wouldn't go into complete detail about it because nothing was officially confirmed. It was all.
He's going to court next year. The British media have been told they're not allowed to talk about it. That's why nothing else has been said. And he's going to some court in January.
Are we going to get sued if we put this in the podcast?
No, it came out. It came out today.
Okay.
It was actually like.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
So that'll be fun. Next January, apparently he's going to court.
Christian.
I don't know what kind of court it is. I don't know. Like, I didn't read that far again.
Well, anyway, moving on.
Lol. Wait, we need to make sure we censor his name again.
We have our last note of the day. The Quadrant rebranding has officially happened. We still don't really know what's going on.
Make your mark. That's all we know.
Make your mark. That's all we know. And the new Quadrant logo.
Kind of cute though.
It's kind of like a little signature. Like,
yeah, I quite like it.
Yeah.
But that's all we know. Max was driving a car. Someone was drifting. Lando was drawing pictures.
Keegan got a tattoo.
Keegan got a tattoo. That's literally.
There was some spray paint on a van. Something about Quad Airlines. Something about Lando's Pizzeria.
That's all we know.
I kid you not, I went full Swiftie on that video. I was like, right, let's every frame, let's deep this.
But there's there wasn't a lot. There wasn't really.
Well, the only thing that I could see was there was a bit where Lando was doodling on a little page, and then the camera panned out, and behind him there was a calendar.
God, this is really giving Taylor Swift.
And on the calendar, we had December had Top Secret written on it, and there was another month, but I can't remember what month. I think it was May. I think
it said May.
I think it was May said Top Secret. Hold on, I've got the screenshot in here somewhere. Oh, I must have deleted it. No. But I believe it said May, Top Secret. And then there was
December.
December was Top Secret. Aha, I've got it. Yes, May says Top Secret. December also says Top Secret. March has the Quadrant logo at the beginning of the week, which is the Monday. So that's obviously the launch of
Apparently there's something written like 2 days later as well.
There's something written for Wednesday. It's in blue ink. You can't see what it says, but it's there.
So something's coming tomorrow.
Maybe. Then there's another thing written for like the Tuesday at the end of the month, and then there's something written for the Sunday at the end of the month. Then we got like this little picture of like a dragon looking thing for April. I don't really know what that is. Whatever this LB logo is, I don't know what that is either. I've tried looking into it. I don't know. Then it says, I think it says release, because I see lease, Lease, and the R kind of looks like a B, but B-lease doesn't make sense. So there's something being released at the end of April.
Well, I guess we'll find out soon.
And then there's also a t-shirt picture at the end of June, so I assume there's merch happening in June. I went full Swiftie.
Okay. Guess you'll never know.
I guess we'll never know. But there's lots of writing, but you can't see anything other than top secret in May and top secret in December. So what the hell's happening? I don't really know.
No one really knows.
But yes, we did have the new Quadrant launch with their video. Their new website has an about page on Max and Lando. There has been a lot of confusion about Rhea, Niran, Arva, and Steve, and Ethan, and also Will. There's been a lot of confusion about those six. But apparently they're still part of Quadrant.
No one said Arabs in Australia with them. So
yeah, they're all in Australia right now. Maybe that's what's coming tomorrow.
Australia
in Australia right now.
All in Australia.
Maybe we've got like a little video coming tomorrow.
Oh my god, and we have Danny Rick announcement on the 6th. Sorry, just had to remind us.
Yes, we do. We have a Danny Rick announcement coming on the 6th. Something about a shoe, a racing shoe in a water.
It's probably just another Enchante.
What is man's cooking?
Bruce is going to get some more £100 t-shirts.
I was kind of hoping he was going to be doing the
Race of Champions.
But it's on the 7th, and the announcement. So maybe it's just going to make on the 6th that he's doing the Race of Champions.
Maybe he's actually going to be just driving around the streets. You never know.
I respect it.
Danny Ricky could be doing anything.
He's Danny Rick. He can do whatever the hell he wants. Okay. It is time to wrap this up. And I could not pick between my memes of the week. I had 3, and I had asked my friend. I had asked my friend in uni, who the only thing she knows about F1 is me rambling about it. And I was just like, which one? And she was like, I like that one. I was like, okay.
Okay, go on then. What's
so
she pick?
This one goes out to Caitlin.
Love, big up, Caitlin.
Shout out. And this is how I think I'm going to feel watching most of Drive to Survive.
So fair.
I pretend I do not see.
Fair.
These are my other options. I had this.
Yep.
And that one just for the lols.
Oh, cuties. Mine's a bit different. Again, I don't know, it's just a cute pick. F1 Lego came out this week.
It did? Oh my god. So my
shelf. I already spoke about it. While you were gone, I already spoke about it.
My shelf.
Mine's up there.
I got the Haas, the Williams, and the Alpine because they
location move. Wow, you see my
hat.
What?
You didn't talk about your hat.
Oh, guys, do you like my hat?
It's signed. Who's it signed by, Beth?
The LN4. Like, I actually really like that. You know what? I'm kind of sad that it's signed because I actually really like it. I can't wear it.
Just message Hilton and be like, yo, can I have an answer?
Yo, you know that we're besties. You know we're real ones. So.
Yes, guys. Beth got this sent to her by Hilton. Anyway, distractions. Do your meme.
So it's F1 Lego. So here's Lando Norris with his friends.
Oh, friends.
Lego friends.
Oh, Lego friends.
Lego.
Ferrari friends.
Anyway.
Like, I want to see. Beth, we got the same Lego cars, didn't we? So I can just show them.
I got a McLaren.
McLaren, right. We have the little house. I'm gonna drop it. It's clutch.
Yeah, please stop. Please stop.
Fine. Look at her wrist. That was the house. Then we got a little baby Williams.
Woo! In one piece. Love to see it.
Still in one piece, yeah. It's not missing a rear wing yet. And then, honestly, my favorite livery on the Legos, I can't lie, was the Alpine. So I had to buy her. Look at her. Oh. She's incredible. Look at her. So, but I also have last year's McLaren, and then I have last year's Aston Martin, and then I have the Aston Martin safety car, and then I have the Lego Technics Mercedes.
I have the Haas, and then I have this year's McLaren.
And I have Lego Senna car all the way.
I'm a for McLaren.
We have Senna as well. But it's too big to go on my shelf.
God, if McLaren want an ad, they should just hire me, bro. I got the t-shirt.
You got the t-shirt, you got the sign hat.
And I got the hat. Bro, sign me up, McLaren. Where do I get a job?
You have the
I'll put Lando on in the background if you want, but he can be there.
She's got the
I don't like the picture this month.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up because we're about to hit an hour.
Hold
So
on. Wait.
I hope you guys have enjoyed the chaos of Beth and I today. We had a please bear man with us moment. We had Beth trying to entertain you during those minutes. And yeah, that's about it. So anyway, hopefully Brooke will be back next week. So cue that out road.
We don't play. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hold up.